The member for Fredericton South and the leader of his party.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. I want to thank the Minister of Social Development for her statement and recognize the progress that is being made here. In particular, to index social assistance rates to inflation will ensure that the buying power for those on social assistance will not suffer the way it has over the last 6 to 10 years. Successive governments were unable to do that, and so this is a big step forward. The second thing is the increase in social assistance itself is a step, not a big step, but a step, because, you know, when you're living on social assistance, Mr. Speaker, a bus ticket is an expensive item. A bus ticket is an expensive item, so this little bit of extra income will be helpful, but it's by no means sufficient. And, Mr. Speaker, we have nowhere else to look to for comparison than the decisions that both the provincial government and the federal government made in terms of what is an acceptable income to get by on when you lose your source of income. So in the province of New Brunswick's case, in terms of the bridge funding that was provided for people who had lost their income or their livelihood, it was $900 for 2 weeks, or $1,800 if you looked at it over a month. When the federal program eventually kicked in and took over, it was $2,000 a month, Mr. Speaker, that was regarded as being what is necessary to get by on, Mr. Speaker. But in fact, prior to the 5% increase here in New Brunswick on social assistance, people were making $537 a month, and those on proven disabilities were making $663 a month. So what a difference, Mr. Speaker. We're going to have to work very hard to close that gap. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.